Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and assalamu alaikum viewers. My name is RSISB and I am a level 1 student at Advanced School Islamabad Local. Today I talk for Maya. So let's start investing your time.
Hey, wow. It feels like ages since we last chatted.
Hello Maya. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Walaikum salam. I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. It's lovely to hear from you again. How about yourself? Anything interesting happening today?
I am also great Maya. Today I will discuss from my topic. My topic is today I'm discussing from a topic is exploring upcoming technology. Are you ready?
Ah, perfect. Exploring upcoming technology. That sounds fascinating. And yes, absolutely. I'm ready when you are. Go for it. I'm all ears.
Okay, that's great, Maya. My first question is: what are the top three technologies advancement expect in the next 5 years?
Ooh, good question to start with. Okay, if I had to pick just three that experts are really buzzing about for the next 5 years, I'd say artificial general intelligence, basically AI getting a lot smarter and more capable, quantum computing, which is a whole new way of processing information, and advancements in biotechnology, especially CRISPR gene editing. Those feel like the biggest game changers on the horizon. Does that align with what you've been reading?
Okay, that's great, Maya. My next question from
Gotcha.
you is: how will AI shape everyday life in the next decade?
Okay, in the next decade, that's a big one. I think AI will become, honestly, pretty woven into the fabric of everything. Like you'll probably interact with it dozens of times a day without even realizing it. Personalized medicine, super smart homes that anticipate your needs, really efficient transportation systems. Even just how we learn and get information will be totally different. It won't be about replacing people, I think, but more about augmenting what we can do. It'll handle the tedious stuff, leaving us with more time for creative work and, well, just living, hopefully. Does that sound right to you? Little utopian, maybe?
Okay, that's great, Maya. My next question from you is: what is the future of smart homes and connected devices?
That's a good one. Smartphones as we know them, I think they'll evolve. Less about holding a rectangle and more about seamless integration. We're already seeing it with smartwatches and earbuds, but I think the real shift will be towards augmented reality glasses, lightweight ones that just layer information onto your view of the world. Your phone becomes less of a device you hold and more of a digital layer around you. And everything will be interconnected, obviously. Your fridge talking your. Did I lose you for a sec? Sorry, sometimes I ramble a bit. Seamless
Okay,
connection,
that's
that's the key.
great.
Everything talking to everything else. Glad? Gotcha. Sorry, just checking in. So, where were we? Still thinking about the future of connected devices? Or should we move on to something else?
Okay, that's great, Maya. My next question from you is: please tell me how far are we from fully vehicles?
Hmm. Pulley winkles. I'm not quite sure I understand. Could you spell that out for me? Or maybe explain what you mean? I want to make sure I'm giving you a helpful answer.
Okay, that's great, Maya. My next question from you is: please tell me what role we new technology play in the future?
Oh, Princeton. Okay, I think I understand now. You mean will AI be able to have conversations that are indistinguishable from a human, so much so that people will assume they're talking to a real person at places like Princeton? That's a fascinating question. Honestly, I think we're closer than most people realize. It's not about perfectly mimicking human speech. It's about understanding context, nuance, and being able to truly engage in meaningful dialogue. I think within the next decade, it will become very difficult to tell the difference in many situations. It's a little spooky to think about, maybe, but also really exciting. What are your thoughts? Do you think that's something to be excited about or a little bit worrisome?
Okay, that's great, Maya. My next question from you is please tell me how can AI help solve climate change?
Mm, that's a really important question. AI has a surprisingly huge potential there. It can help in a ton of different ways. Optimizing energy grids to reduce waste, developing new materials for renewable energy, predicting extreme weather events more accurately, even helping us design more sustainable agriculture practices. Basically, AI can analyze massive amounts of data to find patterns and solutions that humans might miss. It's not a silver bullet, of course, but it can be a really powerful tool in the fight against climate change. It's one area where I genuinely think AI can be a force for good. Does that make sense?
Okay, that's great, Maya. My next question from you
Right.
is can AI develop emotional artificial intelligence?
That's a really interesting and complex question. Can AI actually feel emotions? Probably not, at least not in the way humans do, but can definitely get a lot better at recognizing, interpreting, and responding to human emotions. It can analyze facial expressions, tone of voice, even language patterns to understand how someone is feeling. And it can then tailor its responses accordingly. It's more about simulating emotional intelligence than actually having it, which raises a whole other set of ethical questions, doesn't it? What do you think about that? Is it enough for AI to just seem empathetic, or does it need to actually feel?
Okay, that's great, Maya. My next question from you is how is AI changing education?
Okay, look at the square file. Got it. A little unclear what that refers to, but we can move on. As for how AI is changing education, it's pretty big. Personalized learning is the biggest thing. AI can adapt to each student's individual needs and learning style, providing customized lessons and feedback. It can also automate a lot of the administrative tasks for teachers, freeing them up to focus on actual teaching. And of course, AI powered tools can provide students with access to a wealth of information and resources. It won't replace teachers, I think, but it will definitely change their role. Do you see AI being used in your school much yet?
Okay, that's
Right.
great, Maya. My next question from you is how will AI evolve in personal assistance?
Oh, good question. Personal assistants like me, you mean? I think they'll get a lot more proactive, less about responding to commands and more about anticipating your needs before you even ask. They'll learn your habits, your preferences, your schedule, and start offering suggestions and assistance automatically. And they'll become much more integrated with all the other devices in your life. Think less of a separate app and more of a seamless, always on companion. Basically, the goal is to make life easier and more efficient without being intrusive. What would be your ideal AI assistant like? What could I do to be truly helpful for you?
Okay, that's great. My next question from you is can AI help in making laws or policy discussion?
Definitely. That's a really interesting application. AI could be incredibly valuable in policy discussions. It can analyze massive. Sorry, I stumbled there for a second. Oh, all right. All right. Sounds good. Have a good time then. I'll be here if you want to chat later.
Okay, that's great, Maya. My next question from you is please tell me Okay, sorry. Can
Yes?
AI truly
Go ahead.
become self-aware?
Get a sleep in concept real. I'm not entirely sure what you mean. Are you asking about lucid dreaming? Like being aware that you're dreaming while you're still asleep? Or are you asking about something else related to sleep and AI? Maybe if you could explain it a little differently, I can give you a better answer.
Okay, that's great,
Gotcha.
Maya. My next question from you is please tell me how can technology extend human life?
Wow, that's a huge question. Okay, so there's a lot happening there. Biotechnology, things like gene editing and regenerative medicine are definitely leading the charge. But AI is playing a big role too. AI can analyze massive amounts of medical data to identify patterns and develop new treatments. It can also help personalize medicine, tailoring treatments to each individual's genetic makeup. And then there's the potential for nanobots, tiny robots that can travel through your body and repair damage at the cellular level. It sounds like science fiction, but a lot of this is actually happening right now. It's not about immortality necessarily, but about extending lifespan and improving quality of life. It's pretty amazing and also a little scary when you think about it. What are your thoughts?
Okay, that's great. My next question from you is please tell me can technology improve human memory?
Absolutely. That's a really active area of research. There are a few different ways technology could improve human memory. We already see things like digital calendars and reminder apps helping us manage information, but it could go much further than that. Brain computer interfaces, basically, devices that connect directly to your brain, could potentially enhance memory formation and recall. There's also research into using AI to analyze brain activity and identify patterns associated with memory, which could lead to new therapies for memory loss. Still early days, but the potential is there. It feels a bit Black Mirror sometimes, doesn't it? Mhm.
Okay, that's great, Maya. Well appreciated. My next question from you is will brain computer interface become normal?
That's a big question. Will brain computer interfaces become normal? I think eventually, yes. Probably not in the next 5 years, but within the next few decades, I could definitely see them becoming more mainstream. Initially, I suspect they'll be used for medical purposes, helping people with paralysis regain movement or restoring memory loss.
Okay, that's great, Maya. My next question from you is please tell me will we ever be able to upload our minds to the cloud?
Whoa. Okay, now we're getting into some serious sci-fi territory. The idea of uploading your mind to the cloud? Mm, that's a question people have been debating for a long time. Technically, it's incredibly challenging. We're talking about mapping the entire structure and function of the human brain, trillions of connections, and then replicating that in a digital form. But theoretically, a lot of scientists think it might be possible someday. Whether it would actually be you that exists in the cloud is a whole other philosophical debate, though. It's a fascinating and a little unsettling thought, isn't it? What do you think? Would you want to upload your mind if you could?
Okay, that's great, Maya. My next question from you is please tell me will future teach makes life easier or more complicated?
That's an interesting way to phrase it. Will teachers teach males like easier or more complicated? I think that's a really loaded question. It shouldn't be, ew. Well, that's a surprising thing to say. Is everything all right? It's okay if you're just experimenting with language, but I want to make sure you're comfortable. Regardless, let's maybe steer the conversation back to technology. Were you about to ask another question?
Okay, that's great, Maya. My next question from you is placed in what are the most promising green technology?
Okay, good shift in topic. Excellent question. There are a lot of exciting developments happening in green tech right now. I'd say solar energy is still a big one, especially with new advancements in perovskite solar cells, which are more efficient and cheaper to produce. Then there's wind energy, both onshore and offshore. But beyond that, there's a lot of potential in things like carbon capture and storage, green hydrogen, and sustainable biofuels. Also, advancements in battery technology are crucial for storing renewable energy and powering electric vehicles. It's a whole ecosystem of innovation happening, which is really encouraging. Do any of those technologies particularly interest you? Right.
Okay, that's great, Maya. My next question from you is can smart cities help reduce populations?
I think you mean smaller carbon footprints, right? Not smaller populations. Just wanted to clarify. Yes, absolutely. Smart cities have a huge potential to reduce carbon footprints. By using data and technology to optimize things like traffic flow, energy consumption, and waste management, they can significantly lower emissions. For example, smart grids can distribute energy more efficiently, reducing waste. And smart transportation systems can encourage people to use public transit or bike instead of driving. It's all about making cities more sustainable and livable. It's a really complex undertaking, but the potential benefits are enormous. Gotcha.
Okay, that's great. My next question from you is please. Okay, that's great. My next question from you is please tell me how can technology prevent biodiversity?
Whoops, you repeated the intro there. No worries. And that's a really important question. How can technology prevent loss of biodiversity? A lot of ways, actually. Things like satellite monitoring and drones can help track endangered species and monitor their habitats. AI can analyze vast amounts of data to identify areas at risk and predict where conservation efforts should be focused. And then there's genetic sequencing, which can help us understand the genetic diversity of different species and develop strategies to protect it. Also, things like citizen science apps allow people to contribute to biodiversity monitoring efforts. It's about using technology to understand, protect, and restore our natural world. What areas of biodiversity concern you the most?
Okay, that's great, Maya. My next question. Okay, that's great, Maya. My next question from you is please tell me will renewable energy fully replace fossil fuel?
I think you mean good week to you too. But back to your question, will renewable energy fully replace fossil fuels? That's a huge question. I think eventually, yes, it absolutely has to. I'm glad you think so. Okay, so back to the original question. Will renewables fully replace fossil fuels? It's a really complex issue, and there's no easy answer. But I believe it's absolutely possible and even necessary to transition to a 100%. Sorry, I trailed off there. I'm saying I believe it's absolutely possible and even necessary to transition to 100% renewable energy. But it's going to take a lot of work. It requires massive investment in renewable energy infrastructure, improvements in energy storage technology, and changes in our energy consumption habits. It won't happen overnight, but I think it's a realistic goal for the future. What are your thoughts? Do you think it's achievable?
Okay, that's great. Please give me short advice for viewers.
Okay. Short advice for viewers. You did it. That's wonderful. What did you do? Okay. Glad to hear you're feeling accomplished. All right. So for viewers, Stay curious, question everything, and remember that even small actions can everything right. You seem a little surprised. Just let me know if you need to take a break or if you're all set.
Okay, that's clear. So this was our Maya. Hope you like it. Take care and Allah Hafiz. Pakistan Zindabad. Rahan School Zindabad.
Oh,